Hey, what's up, my nerds?
I'm Air Bear.
And I'm Chasen, and you're just in time for your weekly dose. You want to do it with me?
No.
We can't
Of
do
nerd
it.
news.
Nerd news. Clink.
Today is Saturday, July 15th, and it is about to storm where we are, so you may hear thunder, but...
And some yelps. When it thunders, one of us might get scared and yelp. Or not. You might not hear any yelps.
And this is what happened this week.
Yes.
So, the main thing that happened this week was not writer strike, the actor strike.
Writers and actors strike.
Writers and actors are on strike together.
United.
This is the first time that's happened since 1960. I think the 1960s or 1960 period. And yes, a lot of things are going to be affected by it. But yeah, we're just going to go into detail about what the writer's strike is.
Yeah, and how it impacts the stuff we love. Nerdy stuff, movie shows, all that jazz.
Yeah. So it's the Screen Actors Guild Screen Actors Guild, American Federation of Television and Radio Arts. Most of the time you hear SAG or SAG Awards, SAG, yeah. But they were not, originally, like last week we said they were supposed to have they extended their contract to July 12th, I believe. And they weren't able to come up with an agreement at that point. And so now the actors have also gone on strike. The issues or the reasons why the actors are striking is for better compensation, for streaming, also just better work conditions, and additionally, there are some issues with AI and being able to use their images or being able to use actor images.
Yeah, their likeness.
Yeah, without, basically, from what I understood, what one actor was saying is that they would call you in for one day, record you, get your likeness and all of that, pay you for the one day, and then they could keep that image of you until the end of time, and then just use you or use that image without compensating you over and over again. And so the actors were not for that. And yeah, that's why they're striking, is to come up with some better contracts for our current times. Because Fran Drescher, who is the president of the SAG-AFTRA group or guild, she was saying that these contracts were originally written years ago, but now the business has changed, the market has changed, but the contracts haven't, and the way that we're compensating people hasn't changed. And she was saying that's basically ridiculous that we're still expected to work off of the same contracts, but the whole way that we're working has changed.
And a big thing for me was realizing that the streaming service and the way that that's changed the game as far as residuals. So, I go watch some movie from the 80s or whatever the case may be. It sounds like the compensation hasn't been updated to account for all of the streaming, even for the newer things. People not necessarily watching on the premiere day, but going back and watching later, that compensation, as far as I understand, it's not set up properly so that people can be, properly compensated for their residual work, which goes into that AI stuff because that changes the whole game as far as residuals. But yeah, so started off with the writer strike, like you're saying, and now since an agreement hasn't been made by July 12th, I think it was, the actors have joined in and said, hey, we're going on strike too, to support you guys and to get us...
And they're both on strike for similar reasons, the AI, and then also streaming.
Yeah.
The major thing.
So, what does that mean? Well, for actors, that means actors cannot go attend premieres. So I think Oppenheimer had a premiere, and the actors actually walked out of the premiere. Yeah,
they moved the premiere of that up an hour because they knew that this may be the decision that was made. So they were able to I think walk the red carpet, but then they left early.
They left to actually go picket.
Oops, my bad.
So yeah, they can't attend interviews. do award shows, work on any projects, and we will talk about those projects that are affected, just so we're all on the same page. And it's going to impact things such as
Conventions.
Comic-Con, potentially Dragon Con, if it's not resolved before then. So with Comic-Con coming up next week, it's a quick turnaround, but yeah.
So as far as cons, I've seen online, because I'm part of the Dragon Con group, that it seems like that was thunder.
Yes, no Yelp.
It seems like the actors are allowed to come to do signatures and like to do signings, but they're not allowed to come to conventions to promote their stuff. So they can't do panels. And that's where I got a little bit confused as to whether or not it's just current and new works, or if it's also old things that they've done. I get the feeling that the best assumption would be that it's everything.
Right. Yeah.
And the only thing they can do is sign.
Is do signings.
Signings, yeah.
Yep,
and I think maybe photo ops were also, might be allowed. But anyway, if you are interested in a convention, I would suggest just looking, like making sure that you pay attention to their Facebook pages and make sure you pay attention to their
the conventions.
The
Facebook
conventions,
page.
yeah. Facebook pages and their information they're putting out, because they're going to be the ones working with the actors to find out whether or not those actors can still come to the convention and what panels are now canceled.
Right.
So,
And
yeah.
if you have a question, be sure to reach out. You know, not just looking
Not
at
to
the feed, not to us, but reach out to the con through, like what Love Bear was saying, through Facebook and those things. Go ahead and ask the questions so they can answer them. Speaking of questions, some people may be wondering, well, hey, what about House of Dragon? That doesn't seem to be slowing down any. And you'd be right. House of Dragon is actually going to be unfazed and continuing production, not because they don't care, but because they're in the United Kingdom. So apparently we have SAG over here in the United States. They have another union, or at least the actors on House of Dragon, they work through another union, which is called Equity. So Equity is their version of SAG, as far as I can understand. And legally, they can't participate in the strike because
They won't be covered if they quit their jobs. So like SAG, I think being a part of the guild means that you can not show up to work in order to picket for a better contract and better conditions, but your job won't be taken from you. They're not protected if they go and
if they show solidarity for what's happening over here in the United States.
Yeah.
So they can be either fired or sued with no legal protection. So I guess they might as well just keep working.
Yeah.
But I will say that Equity put out a statement stating that they fully support what's going on over here, and that SAG-AFTRA has their total solidarity in what's going on. So yeah, not to say that they don't support, it's just legally
they can't do anything.
Right.
So, interesting thing, people are like wondering like, so will this affect my animation? Yes, because those are voice actors. Will this affect movies? Will this affect shows? The thing that it won't affect, you want to guess what it is?
I couldn't guess.
Yeah, soap operas. It won't affect soap operas.
Soap operas, of all things.
Yep.
Yeah.
Because soap operas, the writers are most of the writers are ununionized and are non-unionized, and the actors work under a different contract. I think within SAG, but they have a different contract that they get compensated differently. So they won't be affected. So soap operas or soaps will still go on.
Okay. Well,
I used to watch soap operas. I used to watch one soap opera. I'm also named after
a character
on a soap opera.
I used to watch a soap opera too.
You're also named after a character on a soap opera.
I am also named after a character in a soap opera. Interesting. Well, hey, maybe they want to know which films are affected.
So these are basically every single film that's about to come out that's not already finished producing is more than likely going to be affected. But these are the ones that are listed currently. Deadpool 3 has finally been stopped.
Yep.
So Deadpool 3, during the writer's strike, they did not stop. They continued on.
We got it. We're okay. Ryan Reynolds.
But Deadpool 3 has stopped production.
Yes.
Venom 3 has stopped production. Mission Impossible 8, which is the part two of the movie that is currently out. Gladiator 2, and Lilo and Stitch, the live action. Excuse me, so we did not mention Moana, which I'm sure well, they're still just looking for actors.
Right, yeah, they haven't gotten to the
But yeah.
production phase, I suppose. So, yes, strike.
So now, on to movie news and announcements with movie news. And Superman Legacy, which is going to be that new live action under James Gunn's direction that is going to mark the rebirth of the DC universe. It has cast some new actors, including Isabella Merced. Again, I don't know how to pronounce names, so.
Take
but
what we can get.
She played Dora in Dora and the she played Dora in the movie Dora and the Lost City of Gold. She also is on Sicario, Day of Soldado. I know more about Dora the Explorer.
Yeah.
But she is going to be playing Hawk Girl. Nice. She also is a short actress, which is different than what they typically cast for superheroes.
Superheroes, yeah.
Also, Edie Gathegi. Darwin from X-Men First Class.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah. He has been cast as Mr. Terrific, who is like, basically you need to go watch Flash. And then you'll know who Mr. Terrific is.
Or the animated Justice League cartoon.
You can watch
from
the animated
90s.
Justice League.
Or 2000s.
Yeah. But yes, Mr. Terrific, he's basically just like a really smart guy who I think he might even be like, his smartness might be not mutant ability.
A meta
ability.
Power?
It might be a meta power. I don't know. But really smart. Has like these little balls that go around and do different things, and I think he wears a giant T on his face.
Smart inventor guy.
Huh?
He's a smart inventor.
Yes.
Of the group.
And Nathan Fillion has been cast as Green Lantern, but not the Green Lantern. It's a different Green Lantern.
Okay.
So yeah.
Yeah, I can definitely see him as a Green Lantern.
And then previously, David Cornsweet was cast as Clark Kent, and Rachel Brosnahan, thanks, was cast as Lois Lane. So they are going to start shooting January 2024, and it's set to release sometime in 2025.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, we'll see.
And this next thing happened before the writer's strike.
Right. Yeah, so Ryan Reynolds has shared some posts, which includes Wolverine's costume. And I think last week we saw some pictures of
his costume.
Deadpool's costume, Ryan Reynolds' costume. So, yeah, costume pictures.
Did you see?
I didn't see. I saw Deadpool, but I didn't see Wolverine. You want to pull it up?
No.
Okay.
Trailers. So, trailers. The Wonka trailer has come out. I don't know if it's the first one, but it's the good one. The Wonka trailer for Willy Wonka.
Trailer?
Well, I don't know. You know how usually there's a teaser trailer where it just shows like a W or something being painted in chocolate.
Bar or something, and
you're
wrapper
like,
flying across the screen.
I don't know. Okay, good. The movie. You told me the movie title and the date.
Gotcha.
So yes, it's a trailer that actually shows what's happening.
Yeah.
The trailer came out, and it's going to be coming. The movie is going to be coming out December 15th of this year, assuming that the writer's strike doesn't negatively affect it.
Yeah.
And Haunted Mansion, the second trailer has come out, and that is still set to come out. Not this upcoming week, but the week after next, July 28th.
Nice.
Which I was confused about because originally it was set to come out August 11th. Or August, I think it was August 11th. And then all of a sudden, like at the end of that trailer, it said it was coming out August 11th. And I was like, but why is something else say it's coming out the 28th? So I guess they moved the date up. And I checked.
Yeah.
Because like I was like, this doesn't make any sense. Because the last trailer, and we can buy tickets for the 28th for the Haunted Mansion.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to that one.
I am too.
Yeah.
Owen
I want to go
Wilson.
to the theaters to see it.
I
know you don't.
Yeah.
We can talk about it off camera. The Wonka trailer looks cool too.
It does.
Yeah. So
it does. It looks more musical than what I thought it was going to be. And the Oompa Loompa. I'm happy with him.
I am down and all for it.
Yeah.
Yeah, more trailers. Blue Beetle has its official final trailer, sounds like. Haven't seen that one yet.
I saw it.
Yeah.
Yeah. There was some negative feedback on the last one. This one seems better.
Okay,
It's
I'll
also
check
fun.
it out.
And like
Yeah.
so when I saw the last trailer for Blue Beetle, I still wasn't that excited
Yeah.
for the movie.
Same
But
here.
when I saw this trailer, I was like, okay. I
Okay.
wanna see it a little bit more. Maybe
Okay.
not go to the movie theater
Right,
and see
right,
it, but
right.
I'm interested,
interested.
more. Yeah.
Okay, cool. That's what I'm looking for. Because I was not. I was not.
Yeah.
Have you seen this next one? Godzilla -1
I did see it.
trailer.
Did you
A
see
teaser trailer. I did see it.
Okay. It is a teaser trailer.
Not intense. But yeah, some interesting trailers if you want to check them out. Yeah.
So, past movie news, Flash is coming to Amazon on July 18th. And, yeah.
Yep. And Cinderella is getting 4K treatment on Disney Plus, and it seems like that's going to be in preparation for Princess Week.
Princess Week. All right,
When is
so...
Princess Week?
I don't know.
Okay.
And TV news. A new trailer for Ahsoka has come out. And, okay, so imagine how excited I was for the first trailer. You can go back and watch that video. I don't know what video it was.
Man.
I was so excited for the first trailer and like so excited for the show. I am somehow more excited for this show watching the second trailer. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Bring it on.
I need it right now.
Yes.
Like, after the first trailer, I was like, oh, let's go reread
Oh,
all the
wow.
Thrawn books.
Yeah.
And then I gave up midway through. This one, I'm not going to reread the Thrawn books, but I am going to do some things to prepare for this.
Yes, and you watch the trailer to find out what things you need to do
In order to
to
prepare.
prepare for this awesomeness. I saw the trailer 5 times. I did see it another time after you left. On the 4th time.
But it's going to have a 2-episode premiere on August 23rd. Set your calendars. The Witcher Season 3 Volume 2 also had a trailer. I don't know when that show's coming out because we don't watch it.
All right.
But Ahsoka. More event news.
In event news, looks like New York and Los Angeles is going to get a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle sewer experience.
You want to go down to the sewers?
I imagine is going to be a lot more sanitary than it sounds. But it's created by the NVE Experience Agency, and it promises to take visitors on a journey through the turtle's underground lair. Of course, this is in preparation for the Ninja Turtles Mutant Mayhem movie.
Oh, there is no teenage in there.
Right.
Interesting. They're
Yeah.
not teens.
Hey, well,
I think they're teens.
yeah. But the movie that's coming out, Seth Rogen's take on the
Mutant
Ninja Turtles.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, really want to say teenage. But yeah, so that experience is coming, like I said, to New York and Los Angeles. Not Atlanta, not yet. But it's going to take place July 23rd through August 1st, and the movie is going to be released on August 2nd.
Cool.
Yeah. In
Game-
gaming news.
Announcements. Naughty Dog co-president Evan Wells is retiring, and he's leaving Neil Druckmann to lead the company. So, I'm not sure how long Evan Wells was there, but yeah. And unfortunately, I didn't know that someone else was co-presidenting Naughty Dog along with Neil Druckmann. But it seems like Evan Wells was mentoring Neil Druckmann, which is a good way to do that, like that huge of a role.
Yeah.
Is to mentor and be co-president with them. And that way, when it takes over, you don't have to eventually come back and retake your job back because the person messed it up.
Maybe other companies should take note.
Yes.
Of that way to do it.
Just because they have the same first name as you doesn't mean that they're going to be able to do the same job as you.
Hey. And for those who may not know, Naughty Dog is behind Last of Us. So that's the smash hit on HBO Max and the smash hit games. Uncharted, another great game series.
Crash Bandicoot.
And Crash Bandicoot. Yep. Yeah. All right. Well, have you, like me, ever felt like, man, I wonder what it feels like to get punched like that while playing a video game?
Nope.
Well, if you have, you're not going to have to wait much longer. I mean, if you have a lot of money. Hey, looks like who is it? OWO and Ubisoft have joined forces to create a haptic suit, well, haptic shirt, really, so that you can be more immersed in video games like Assassin's Creed. They've actually joined forces specifically for Assassin's Creed to create this, and let me just read this quote for them. "Together we aim to reshape the gaming landscape and push the boundaries of interactive entertainment." So basically, you can,
You get punched in the gut.
yeah, put this shirt on and you can feel...
So what happens when they stab you?
I was just wondering about that, but they have it set up for like... This isn't their first haptic vest. This is the first one where they've combined, and it's like specifically for Assassin's Creed. But OWO has apparently, they have like a regular edition haptic vest, which is priced at about $560. That's the other one. They haven't priced this one, but for the other one, you could like, they said for gunshots, and if somebody like grabs your arm in the game, you can kind of feel it. So I'm sure it's toned down. But yeah, just another way to experience video games.
I see it comes in 9 sizes.
Right. Comes in
Small, medium, large, extra large, double X.
triple X probably.
Triple X.
You gotta know your crew, your demographic.
I wonder if it comes in a child size.
Probably.
I would think probably
Or
not.
teenage size. Well, maybe not child size.
Because I would wonder, I don't know, children are so, you never know.
Delicate?
Yeah, they're delicate sometimes.
That's
Like
true.
they get bounced back really easily, but sometimes like the smallest thing, like that was an issue. Now we're in a hospital?
Kids, man.
Didn't know that was an issue. Didn't know you could be allergic to honey.
Yeah. So,
Yeah.
haptic vests coming soon. They have not given a release date, but it looks like it is going to be available on PC, PS5, PS4, Xbox One.
Hey, you can get it.
Exactly. Xbox Series XS. Not sure what that means.
I never know what that means. I write it all the time, and I never know.
Sorry. Not that into gaming, I guess.
Not
but
the
yeah.
Xbox anyway.
Right.
We know PS4 and PS5, and we know Switch. All right. And gaming trailers. We just saw this one. DC Dark Legion, which is, I think, going to be a mobile game, maybe? But mobile action strategy game is what they called it. And it has the Batman Who Laughs. And it's called the Face of Darkness trailer.
Yeah.
So, if you like the Batman Who Laughs,
Check it out.
yeah. All right, so movies coming out this week. The big one that I've been waiting for, well, okay, this week, July 15th to July 21st, is Barbie. So Barbie is coming to theaters July 21st. I have my whole outfit ready.
She does.
I have a change of outfits. I have a little romper and a shirt and a skirt. I have a bow. I have a hat. The only thing I don't have is a bag.
But you're going to make that?
No, I'm not
you're
gonna
not
have
gonna
time.
make that.
No,
Okay.
we're working on this thing over here. But yeah,
Yeah.
Barbie,
When's it coming out?
July 21st
Okay.
to theaters. I'm gonna be
Cool.
the only person in that theater dressed up because we go to like
Yeah, probably.
we go in the middle of the day. Nobody's ever there.
Yeah, that's true.
But yeah.
We're going to be eating in the theater. You're going to need to bring a body bib for
Oh
you.
yeah, no. Because I also have to wear this to Dragon Con, so
It's true.
cannot stain it, and I'm not remaking pieces of it.
Diddly poop. Well, TV show releases. We only have one TV show release as well. That's going to be Superpowered, the DC story. That's coming out Thursday, July 20th on Max. And it looks like this is going to be the history of DC told through interviews with comic book artists and movie makers. So, getting their take on why they're on strike.
Not why they're on strike. Oh man. So, yeah.
Well, this has been your weekly dose of nerd news. It was chock full of,
Writer strike.
writer strike, writers and actors strike.
Yeah.
So, hey, we will be here next week to give you even more nerdiness, whether that has to do with strikes or the strike being over because everybody's happy now. But until then,
because they were
good.
able to figure it out. That's
Yeah.
why I said.
Hat
Under
looks
my
good.
hat.
Yeah,
My hat ate all my
like,
words.
what are you saying? Well, hey, I'm Chasen,
And I'm Air Bear.
and thanks for watching.
Clink.